Hi everyone, we're back for
Woo!
episode 15 of Planar Chaos. Some absolutely bonkers magical shenanigans with with 14 planeswalkers, but one is currently busy. Nick had life attacks again, but we will do our darndest to pilot Ravain to glory and hopefully not death. How how goes everybody?
Killing it.
Dude.
Winning at life.
That's what I like
Actually,
to hear.
no, it's
Winning.
just been stressful. But winning at life.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, I think without further ado, we're just going to play some D&D. Have a good time.
Woo!
Sounds good to me. Let's go. So, when last we saw our heroes, they were dealing with the repercussions of going to an unknown plane and trying to figure out what the hell was going on. Initially, Cortinari got stuck here in his travels, in his first initial planeswalk, and after a conversation with Ajani and hearing that they had the power to go all over the place, everybody agreed to just come here and check it out, see what was up. They found a mysterious abandoned temple with skeletons and ghosts and Baloths and monsters and weird looking magic items that kind of do things that is yet to be determined. After fending off a Baloth outside, the party chose to curl up in one of the less ruined huts outside and have a rest. They did some basic foraging and put together a hearty meal of sweet potato and badger, which sounds just disgusting.
Were there some mushrooms in there?
Probably. And after the two elves of the party didn't time their trances perfectly, that there was an opportunity for some shenanigans to occur. In that their coverage was not absolute, and in the time when both of the elves were trancing at the same time and Ravain was asleep, Evelyn snuck off and went back inside the temple. Theon was the first person to enter a trance, and upon awakening, he was the one to realize, oh, she's gone. He checked checked around to see if there was any sign of where she could have gone, and after peering through the canopy, he saw that there was torchlight emerging from the temple. He hastily shook awake Ravain and Cortinari, and the three of them rushed inside to part of the temple that they hadn't been to before. They found themselves in a partially ruined library. It seems that part of the ceiling had collapsed in, and an amount of water damage and other plants had managed to start growing inside. However, this didn't stop Evelyn from achieving something while she was in there. As the three of you rounded the corner, she seemed to be standing above an unusual-looking stone well with a swirling blue fluid inside, with a few loose scraps of paper that seem to have survived the test of time in this place, kind of spread around the place. She also appears to be bleeding from both of her arms, as she has two new fresh tattoos, one on each arm, and she is holding above this water the kitchen knife that she found, that she brought with her from Innistrad, and the hitherto unknown, potentially enchanted dagger she found in the ruins outside, and seems to be about to plunge them both into the liquid. Now, if I recall correctly, I can hear some weird background noise.
I think that's you, Cortinari.
Sorry, that might be my housemate singing in the background.
Oh, okay.
Tell them their beautiful singing is
Beautiful
unfortunately
singing.
unwanted.
Indeed. But-
Wanted just half an hour earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, housemate.
Sorry, housemate.
Sorry, housemate.
It's you, Bo. You're the housemate we're sorry for.
So, uh, if I recall correctly, upon seeing this dramatic turn of events, Ravane took it upon himself to dart towards Evelyn in an attempt to potentially stop what she was doing. And I thought
Because hold person.
potentially, I do recall that Ravane's call to action was enough to prompt me to request rolling for initiative. So I believe
Do I
that
roll as well?
was going to occur. Yes, you are going to roll as well.
I'm
Select
gonna
our characters
select my
before we
token.
roll.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Makes
There
it
you go.
easy for Mr. God person.
Oh no!
21. Thank you.
Yes.
No. No.
I think whatever's gonna happen is meant to happen. The dice gods will it.
Yes, they do.
No.
Good. I like these evil shenanigans. They're my favorite.
Mhm.
Evil shenanigans.
Yes.
One more for
Rory, you're my
says
favorite.
shenanigans,
Oh my
I'm
god,
gonna
really?
piss
Wow.
off with you.
This is silly. Okay. Okay, so that occurs. And I will also.
You want me to roll anything?
I'm just preparing initiatives for other people. I should have open Ravane's character sheet actually. Hang on.
We should probably do it as well.
Yes.
It's not.
Ravane.
You guys want some popcorn?
Oh boy, yeah.
Yes, please.
Just toss it at the screen. It's fine.
I made enough for all of us.
I'm going to sit here and eat
You're
it all.
suck,
Okay.
Karen.
We need
This
to do
is
an
why we
in-person
love
D&D session
Zeus.
one day.
One of these days. Okay. Initiative.
One of these
Does that work?
days are not like the other.
Okay. Now there is just a little bit more I have to do. Bear with me.
I shall
Alright. I'm trying to load. Give me Ravane.
Okay.
Yes.
Initiative.
Unrelated to D&D, but did you guys see my jumper? Chris's hoodie that I pinched? It
No.
says SpongeBob on the front.
Oh.
It says SpongeBob SquarePants, and then on the back it has the I touched my brain thing. And it's like covered in puns. It's fantastic.
Cool.
That's great.
Awesome.
Does he have hold person?
Ravane? I'm not
does.
sure. He does?
Second level.
Okay.
Second level hold person. And
will
it looks
order
like he's
one
fully
second
spell
level
slotted up.
person, please.
So I will keep track of his spell slots. To make it easy for all of us.
Okay. I have prepared.
No, remember, we can't actually edit his sheet at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that's
So
why
make
I'm
note of what
doing
you use. Yeah, legend.
Okay.
Pen and paper.
Just my
You're
last
welcome.
notes on him were from, like, the Onakke fight.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. Everything that I need to do is ready. I think I have initiative for everything I need.
I
And
need to sit back. My character's on autopilot.
It's actually shaking out quite well, but Kim, actually, you aren't going to sit back. Because here's the thing, you
Little shenanigans.
are actually going to be acting first, and I don't mean you, Evelyn. I mean you, Evelyn. So, I'm going to describe what is occurring from your perspective.
Oh.
So, you went to sleep in the ruins, surrounded by your friends. You were having a wonderful night's rest, and then you started to have some rather unpleasant nightmares. You're having a hard time recalling them. You just remember awakening in a start. However, the body you woke in was not entirely your own. You have been in this state for a few hours. You are in what you seem to be a large, cracked, upturned bowl. And based on your understanding of the situation, it kind of looks like you're a cat with wings.
Oh, really?
Hang on a minute.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We didn't know this, but
You
damn.
don't know this. You have the
Kitty.
You've had some time to figure out how to move. You've realized that you have paws, you have a tail, you have wings coming out of your back, and every time you've tried to move or push this bowl, you felt force being applied to the top of it that's kept you from properly escaping. You don't know how strong the force being placed above you is, but you've come close several times to overpowering the force and getting out, but you haven't managed to yet. So, Evelyn,
Okay.
what do you do?
Can I try and like make some noise?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna like kind of shout and carry on.
Okay.
Be like, hey, hey, and kind of keep pushing on the bowl.
Okay.
Just kind of keep doing that.
So, are you pushing to like add to the noise, or trying to break out?
What surface am I on?
You are on like a tiled stone floor. It's a bit cracked, but it's holding up okay.
I'm just gonna kind of like try and push it in one direction, like see if I like hit a wall or hit something.
Okay.
Cause I'm guessing it's domed.
Yeah.
Above my head, so I'm thinking maybe if I push it and then I could like flip it. So I'm gonna try and go like kind of make a lot of noise, and like then just kind of like trying to push towards one direction.
Okay.
And put all my force in like one direction.
Can you make some rolls for me? First, I would like you to roll a performance check to make some noise.
That is a 15.
Okay. And now can you please roll a d8?
I certainly can. Do that and roll 20. D8. That's a 1.
Okay. You start pushing away in a direction. And you keep on pushing until you hear the crunching of leaves, and it feels like your bowl has kind of like pushed up against like a bush or a shrub or something, and you can't get it any further in this direction. But the pressure being applied downwards is still there. It has allowed you to move sideways. It just isn't allowing you to go up to escape the bowl.
Yeah, pick a new direction.
Okay, roll me a d8 again.
So up doesn't work.
You have gone up as far as you can. You traveled about like 15 feet in that direction along the floor, and then impacted a bush.
8.
8. Okay.
So like this way and then this way.
So you go forwards and then go, I'll try this way, and aim like off to your left, and you push forward a bit more, and while you can't go much further forward in this direction, you encounter various pieces of rubble, and you kind of think, maybe if I keep on pushing up towards the rubble, the bowl will like get scraped up onto the rubble, and you can like sneak out a gap underneath.
Ignoring me.
Sorry.
Ignoring me.
Damn it, Chris, we've got to play a game.
I'm in the middle of something. Am I quite like scrunched under this bowl, or am I kind of like just kind of like standing freely?
You have room to stand, but you can't really spread your wings much in here.
Okay.
I'm picturing Woody in Toy Story 1.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I haven't watched Toy Story in so long. Like under the bucket.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it so long. Under the pail, rather. I'm gonna keep trying to like run into the rubble and
Okay.
try and hope that it gets snagged on something and like cracks and breaks, or like it comes up or bumps up, or like gets like wedged up on a rock so I can
Okay.
kind of crawl out.
Well, can you please make me... just roll me a d20 and subtract 4. And-
-2.
Okay. You...
18?
No,
Or
you,
2 again?
you in your diminutive cat-like form aren't able to exert as much strength as you would like, and are just like going, eh, eh.
Aw.
And I'm gonna say you've moved, you've taken your action to try and push up on the ball, so that's your turn.
I'm gonna keep making noises.
Okay.
Like, ah! Ah!
So, before Ravane even gets to act, Evelyn, or the figure of Evelyn, acts. She kind of
Other Evelyn.
sees the three of you at the doorway, looks up and goes, and speaks in a voice that sounds just like her, but perhaps a bit more confident and self-assured. Says, "Hey guys, guess what? I managed to figure this thing out." And she drops the potentially magic dagger into the pool first, and it begins to what you can't quite see over the lip, but it doesn't sound like it sinks to the bottom. It just maybe floating in there. And so she then takes the kitchen knife and stabs it into the pool after the dagger. And the pool begins to like glow and shake and starts to tremble ever so slightly as she like holds it firm against some kind of magical effect that's occurring beneath her.
Okay.
And that's all that this Evelyn does. Next up is Ravane, who sees this and goes, "Oh boy, oh no," and just like runs in. Now, does he have hold person?
100% has hold person. Second level
Okay.
spell.
Excellent.
Now you guys know why she's evil and
Wisdom
not Evelyn.
16.
Uh,
Yeah, he's got a wisdom saving throw of 16.
okay. Evelyn, can you please make me a wisdom save against Ravane's hold person?
20.
Oh!
Dirty 20.
Oh, okay.
I roll well, what matters?
Well, as Ravane said, he was also running in, so I'm just going to say that he uses his move action and just starts like running towards Evelyn, and upon getting there is all like, "Wah!" So you see like a restrictive force shimmer and form around her, and she kind of like holds fast for a second, but then like shakes her head and flexes her elbows a bit, and the force disperses.
I'm holding this dagger. Like,
Mm-hmm. And now
still.
it is your turn, Quaternary.
Oh, so I've got more dex than Theo.
We rolled the same. Oh,
Oh yeah, good point. Fair
Well-
enough. Yes. So just based on dex, yeah, it's Theon first. Good point.
how much dex have you got? I haven't got that much.
My dex is 17.
You have more than me. I have 15.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Switching back. Yep, it's Quaternary's turn.
Oh, I thought I was going after that. Oh
My
god.
bad. Do you want me to go next? I can go next.
I
You can hold your action to after
That's
Anyways.
pretty much what I was gonna do.
Make a decision.
Maybe not.
spell magic or blindness.
I will say actually, on the beginning of your turn, just make me a perception check because
Okay.
Evelyn is caterwauling somewhere in this room.
Yeah. Also, actually, jog my memory. Do we know Evelyn is Evelyn right now, or do we just think Evelyn is Evelyn?
I
just
think
got me.
you see that she's gone inside and is doing something, but Ravane thinks it's mighty suspicious and seems to want to stop her.
Like, we've all done some weird stuff, but it could just be her doing some weird stuff.
Yeah.
My quirk.
Yeah.
Just let me do it.
That's why I'm like, that will determine on which way I go with my action. Do I go and help, or do I go and hinder?
Am I inside?
You are indoors, yes, and it is nighttime.
So I can't do a flat roll, but go with the first one.
Okay. Dirty 20. I'd say you
Nice.
do hear the sound of an agitated cat coming from like the back left of this room. So like in this general area.
Okay.
Would I hear that as well? No, I probably wouldn't yet.
I'll have you roll a perception check on the start of your turn to see if you hear it as well.
I hear it. It sounds strange.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'd actually recognize that any magic was going on, or if I'd just launch into my... No, because it's a friend.
You hear a cat and you're confused.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. You've got a cat. You've got Evelyn, who's a rogue, doing like magical stuff. She's...
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with my first thing, and I want to cast blindness on Evelyn.
Okay. So a DC 14 con save is required by Evelyn, if you wouldn't mind.
On the
Ooh,
Evelyn,
roll.
I can see.
Okay.
The Evelyn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 19!
Oh my
flat
god!
19.
What is happening?
You're unstoppable!
You're saving against everything.
I'm absolutely unstoppable.
And seeing that, I'm then going to... Oh no. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna dart behind this bookshelf
Mm-hmm.
and then drop my lights. So and save one and chuck it off to the side.
Okay. So, so currently the strongest light source in the room is a single torch near Evelyn that she dropped. You assume.
Which I know she can't see in the dark well.
Yeah.
That assumption is correct.
Alright. Great point.
Okay. That is your turn.
Yep.
Theon,
Okay.
can you, at the beginning of your turn, can you also make a perception check?
Fingers crossed I hear this. Did that roll?
Eight.
You rolled an 8. Unfortunately, you are a bit too panicked and are kind of... I'd say you can probably hear a lot of nature sounds because this area is kind of jungly, so it's like bugs and other nighttime critters are also making some noise through the cracked ceiling outside, and you can't quite hear a cat over that sound.
The one person that could talk to said cat can't hear the freaking cat.
Oh no.
Okay, alright. That changes things. So, I guess I'm just going to run in
Mm-hmm.
straight ahead. And I'm just gonna shout out. I think my action is just going to oh, maybe. I guess I could dash.
Okay.
Yeah, I think my action's dashing to get like right next to Evelyn
Okay.
and be but I can't say anything. Is that right?
You can say a few words.
Be like, what have you discovered? What have you found? Tell me more.
Okay. As you kind of round the corner of this well and see what's happening, you look
And
down.
What is this?
You can see that the dagger she's dropped into the well is kind of perfectly suspended. It's like exactly one half of it is in the liquid and exactly one half is out of it.
Whoa!
She's placed the kitchen knife on top of like center mass of that dagger, and you can see the beginnings of the dagger in the pool is beginning to like disintegrate, and various like pieces of it are beginning to like flow up the kitchen knife.
No.
Yeah. So that's what you see. That's
Yeah.
that's what you say. As you like sprint towards her and be like, "What is it?" She gives you this look of like, I mean, you're used to Evelyn being a bit of a skittish person, and a person like sprinting at her and going, "Oh my god, what did you find?" You'd normally expect kind of like like a more timid reaction, but she doesn't blanch. Like, she is not at all phased by this rush of energy towards her, and
Okay.
and keeps on holding the kitchen knife down and says, "Just watch this."
Show me. I'm
Mhm.
cool. Seems cool. What is it? Should I put my hand in there? What would happen?
So you're just like rambling off, going, "Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy," and now something.
Just being like my normal Fey wild Eldarin in springtime. Is it
In-
spring? It is spring, isn't it?
It's spring here, yes, and something begins to happen, Cortinari, as you like duck behind the bookcase. You're kind of just like trying to assess the situation, and with your perception check, you begin to hear various like the sound of rubble beginning to like shift ever so slightly, and you look up and you can see like one of the cracks in the mortar on the near the ceiling kind of flexes ever so slightly and takes the shape of a crude mouth. And you hear the voice of Kirkesh say, "I knew you'd be back." And all at once, one of the books on the shelf just next to you, like a lot of the books on this shelf are like chained to the shelf to keep them safe, and one of the books attached to the shelf by a chain, like flies off the shelf and swings towards you violently.
Rose got
Uh,
objects.
Did it move out of my range of attack in that? It's a...
I'm just gonna say no, because you are being attacked by an animated bookshelf.
I was angling for a reaction attack.
Unfortunately, that will not be occurring. So first attack. I don't
Love
I don't believe a 17 hits you.
Nope.
Okay, second attack.
I would have definitely walked in here with my shield out.
Yes, but a 21
That'll do.
will hit you. So you are standing there, like two books drop off the shelf, swing towards you. You block one with your shield, but as you raise the shield up, a second one hits you square in the gut. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, and can you please make me a strength athletics or dex acrobatics? Wait, no, never mind. Nope. It just happens by itself. You are hit for 3 points of damage, and as it hits you, the book in the chain like keeps going and basically just wraps around you a few times and kind of like holds you in place. So you are now grappled by this bookshelf. I can give you a handy dandy little thing. Is there a thing? There should be a thing.
I hope there's a thing.
I will.
I don't want my friend to be grappled by no
choose
books.
you. Net. There we go. So yes, you now have the grappled condition. Which means your speed is 0. Also, you can attempt to escape on your turn as an action.
Yep.
Okay. So that occurs over there with you, Theon, where where you are standing. You're like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, this is cool, and then you begin to hear like the sound of rapidly turning book pages, and you go, what's that? And you glance around, and in multiple directions all around you, various books that are like decrepit and manky are falling off the shelves and like forming like weird circular like tornadoes of books and are converging on you and Evelyn in the center of the room.
At the start of Theon's turn, can that book make me a DC 14 con save?
What condition is required for you to use that ability? Because currently you cannot see that he's being attacked.
No, this is my reaction against the book attacking me.
Oh, okay.
My Halo spores.
Okay, fair enough. So con save, yes.
Yeah.
Cool. I got a 10.
Cool. Let me. 1 damage.
1 damage. Okay. Every little bit helps.
Is that enough?
For a
I don't
book,
care.
yeah, probably.
My spores start to eat that book. There's
Mhm.
nothing worse than a moldy book. If you've ever picked up like an old book left on a bookshelf for way too long and you open a page and there's just like spots.
Be fairy.
Okay. So swarms of books are now converging on both of you, flying through the air. Actually, based on how they fight, they land on top of both of you, and 2 more kind of just flutter in the wings. Since they are swarms, they have to be on top of you to fully attack you. Swarm of animated books. So, I love this ability. They are going to use their action Book Club.
Ow, that caused psychic damage.
So,
Good.
against Evelyn, that is a 16 to hit Evelyn.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Ow!
You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow!
Against Theon, that is another 18 to hit.
Wait, hang on. Against me?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And you also take
Actually.
8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, it's unintentional. Please ignore that. I didn't mean to click that.
Okay. Well, you currently aren't in control of your body.
Yeah, I was just looking at it.
All good?
Do I need to make a... Does Evelyn need to make a concentration check?
Is she currently concentrating on a spell? I think the nature of what she's doing, I'd say yes. So yes, please make a con save.
One saving throw. Come on, don't dig with me.
Be disgusting
14?
again. Okay, Theon, you see that Evelyn is being battered by books, but her resolve is firm and she's keeping the knife in place. As
Which is, again, unlike Evelyn.
all these books are just like, and you're like,
My friends! All flying at me.
Nice.
They're meant to be.
They are meant to be
Book
nice.
club. Book
Just
club.
let me know when I
Rory.
suspect.
That's what it's called.
I love it.
So, I'm assuming I should suspect Evelyn is not Evelyn currently now.
She's behaving unlike herself. I will say that one more thing does occur in like this round of combat. There is another one of the bookshelves that kind of like pries itself away from the wall and starts walking very like Beauty and the Beast style, being all like jing, jing, jing,
Oh my god.
and it moves towards here and seems to be advancing towards Ravane. But its speed isn't very fast, and it currently has nobody in range. But it's on the move. Okay. Cat Evelyn, it's your turn.
Do I get hit by a flurry of... Oh, my mum's calling me. Do I get hit by a flurry of books at any point?
As a cat, no, because you're under a bowl.
Does my bowl?
Watch the stream.
No.
Yeah, tell me mum to stream. Sorry, mum.
Come watch us.
Do I hear, like, my own voice outside of my bowl?
Actually, yes, I'd say you would, and you are very well accustomed to hearing the sound of your own voice. So yeah, you just hear it.
I get very confused and start to panic even more, and try and like flap my wings, and like kind of like start panicking, like fluttering under the bowl.
Okay. Can you please
I'm just
make?
really continuing to struggle to get this off.
Can you please roll me a d20 -4?
Come on. Oh boy, that's even worse.
Oh no! I mean, I'm gonna do the same. That's still better.
That's still better than an egg 3.
So,
Chat, please bless my rolls.
oh no, this poor cat, just
Cat,
like
look after us.
like- just like panically. I'd say Theon, now based on your proximity to Evelyn and hearing all this stuff. Actually,
And my passive perception being
Yeah.
16.
yes, I'd say at this point, at this proximity, you can hear the sound of like stifled wing beats and meowing.
Now we have something to go off.
It sounds like it's coming from roughly like this direction.
Oh.
Towards like the rear left corner of the room. Okay.
I like how you've covered us in books. I think that looks cool.
It's 'cause they're attacking you. Okay.
I only just... I've been looking at Ravane and mine sheets, and I didn't open it up, and then came back and I'm like, oh, we're covered in books.
Yep. Okay. Next up, it is Evelyn's turn. She's going to, she's gonna look around, kind of panicked, and just say, please, Theon, help me! I need to finish this! And is going to just sink the kitchen knife even deeper into the pool, and it starts, and like, errant sparks of magical energy start pulsing off her. Like, as she's being accosted by flying books smacking her, she's just like, no, I'm gonna do this! I'm gonna keep doing this! And she is pleading for your assistance, Theon. Okay. That's all she really does. Ravane is probably alarmed by an animate bookcase coming towards him.
An animate or an inanimate?
An animate bookcase coming towards him.
Yeah.
Enunciate.
Say the right word.
Mm-hmm.
An
So,
inanimate bookshelf.
inanimate. Ba-ba-ba-da-da. Inanimate. Ba-ba-da-ba. Okay.
If we sing enough, the books and stuff will get distracted.
No.
Or they'll join in, and then it'll really be like Beauty and the Beast, and then we run.
let's have a look at what it is that. I'm going to say that Ravane is going to panic and is going to run up and smack the bookcase with a mace. Because bludgeoning damage.
Sorry for in there. I was just looking at the character sheet in D&D Beyond and seeing if we would affect his character sheet. Nah.
No. So
Yeah.
Ravane is going to run up and take a swing. Ravane, his smack. Okay.
Can he cast heroism? He does cast heroism a bit, doesn't he?
Yeah, sometimes. Oops, wrong one.
That's an action, so he couldn't attack. And
Yes. So he rolls a 16 to hit, which does successfully hit. He just takes his mace into the side of the bookcase and buckles it for 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
then I feel what Ravane would truly do is cast a giant croissant. So you can have croissant and read a book at the same time, but the croissant is going to bludgeon the bookcase.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Would
then.
he
Throwing it out there
do
for the
the
team.
axe? Would he do the axe? Because axes
And
or
trees.
spearing and
But it's like
trees.
a one-sided axe. It's a hatchet.
Yeah,
He's got.
Okay,
a woodcut.
The one that I posted. The
so something
Battle axe.
something happens as he makes contact with his mace. No one actually can see it. I mean, I'm going to say, just for the sake of dramatics, he's there. So, Theon, you see through the cloud of books accosting you that Ravane swings up, makes contact, and as soon as he does, you see kind of like reddish black veins like spreading up his arms from the like chunky gauntlets he's wearing, and he kind of like is like, oh, and seems to be experiencing some discomfort from smacking, and looks to be like drained by the experience.
So they are cursed. These gauntlets are very cursed.
If somebody could please make a note on behalf of Ravane, he now has 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh boy.
Got it.
And I believe exhaustion.
It's 8 hours to recover or something like that.
If you can take a long rest, you move a point of exhaustion. So currently, Ravane just has disadvantage on ability checks.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
he does that, and let's also say he casts spiritual weapon.
Yeah. Did you use the axe one, or this? No, we've used the shiny spear.
I think I have like 3 of them. I've got shiny spear, a pizza, like a spinning pizza, and the heavenly ciabatta. I'm gonna go for
Your
an
call, peoples.
old classic.
Spinning
and say-
pizza.
Spinning pizza?
Ben and pizza.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's go spinning pizza and chop these books a new spine.
Can you decapitate a book if it has a spine?
No.
Can you sneak attack a book if it has a back?
Yes.
A back and a front.
So he just conjures spiritual weapon.
Oh yeah.
Cast spiritual weapon. 22 to hit for 11 force damage. That definitely goes through.
No, I can't do the voice.
Okay. And that is
Something like that.
that is Ravane's turn. Courtnari.
Ooh. I'm currently grappled and fighting this bookcase that's chaining me. So few options. Bonus action, Shadow Blade.
Okay. You
What?
And then attack it.
by all means go for it.
Do that at level 2. Yeah, do it at level 2. Let's do it.
Oh
So,
no.
why did it roll the attack when I just pressed the cast? I don't like that. Either way.
Unfortunately, that is a natural one, so that's going to miss.
Yep.
So,
Oh,
but
oh.
you have conjured the blade and have it in your hand still, yeah?
Yep. And well, that did the cast and attack in the same thing. So that's my turn.
Okay,
Yeah, that's my turn.
fair enough. Theon, you are next. Books are battering you all about the place.
Okay, so I hear a cat. That is correct.
Yep.
I can say to Evelyn, Evelyn, how can I help you? Because she asked my help.
Yep. She says, "Get rid of these books!"
What about if I get rid of you? But she won't be a willing creature. I can't face step her.
I step the books.
I'm not doing that again.
She seems determined to stay here and finish what she started.
Yeah, she does, doesn't she?
Hmm.
I kind of want to know more about that cat, but that's metagaming out the wazoo.
What?
Alright. How loud was the cat and how distressed was the cat when I heard it?
Evelyn?
Very and very.
Okay. How close did it sound,
Uh,
Mr.
Very-ish.
Godman?
Within maybe like 30, 40 feet of you. It's not super far away. It's in the same room.
Okay. Alright. Let's trust my gut. I cast Speak with Animals.
Okay. You reach out.
Does not have a distance.
It does not have a distance. It's basically if you can hear an animal, you can understand it, and you have heard this animal.
And then I shout out, "Are you okay? Do you need help?" to this said animal. Is Books hurting you as well?
Okay. Hang on a second. Ah. I would normally say a thing, but honestly I think this is really cool and sets a very interesting precedent, so I'm going to allow this. Evelyn, you hear the voice of Theon call out what he just said.
Do I know that it's aimed
She
directly at me,
understand me?
or do I just hear it?
She can understand you all because she still has her mental stats.
I'm just going, ah!
Okay.
I'm not really saying much. I'm just kind of like shouting and making frustrated noises and like, yeah. I'm not really saying anything in particular because I can't really. I'm not really listening to words. I'm just kind of panicked because I heard my own voice and I'm kind of in panic mode.
So
I'm
you
just continue to flap and kind of ah.
so you were hearing like a, and then when you finish casting the spell, the meowing turns into like a slightly more high pitched version of Evelyn's voice, just going ah.
Ah!
Now, would I recognize that sound and assume it's Evelyn? Would I put 2 and 2 together?
I don't know. Please make me an intelligence check.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say, based on what you've seen of her backstory via Ajani's magic, you are suspicious that there is something going on with her that is very, very strange, and it wouldn't be too far of a leap to think that this has something to do with that.
So would I? Okay. Would I think there's two Evelyns?
Possibly.
Okay. Okay. Then I will cast as a bonus action. I'm face stepping.
Okay.
Do I know exactly where that sound is coming from? Can I pinpoint that?
You can face step to anywhere you can see. So
Yeah, but I need to like. Can I see where that sound came from? I can't, can I?
you cannot
You might be able to
see.
tell the like the location-ish. Can't remember the word.
Yeah. So I know it's here.
Direction.
Yes,
Where it's coming from.
yeah, it's in that direction.
So I think it's 30 things. I face step straight out of there.
Okay, and you leave the books behind.
I'm just like, "Boop."
You still have a move action.
Evelyn's very irritated that you just left her.
Yep.
She's like, how fucking dare you?
So I know it's coming here. I'm just going to be like looking around at and like frantically moving like this.
Okay, you
Oh,
like.
What did I just do?
So you like run out in that direction, and we're all like, "What's going on?" And you see
Where is it?
you see over in this direction right here, and a big upside down clay ball, kind of like bouncing up and down ever so slightly, and you can see what looks like a weird something. Normally, you don't think this would be visible, but because there's like rubble and debris kind of falling from the ceiling and around, you can see like speckles of dust and things on top of what you assume is and would be an otherwise invisible shape. There's a pair of hands, like, that would otherwise be invisible, applying pressure down on top of this bowl.
No.
Such an
Am I
asshole.
allowed to continue my move to get right next to it?
You can, yes.
Alright, so wherever it is, I'm like right next to it.
I
Are
hope
you
that's what
saying
I think it
there?
is.
What do you think it is?
Evelyn mage handing this bowl down on top of her cat self. That's so funny to me. Oh.
And I don't have any more actions, so I can't continue with the next things I would like to do.
That's okay. You can do things on your next turn.
Mhm.
Right now, it is time for the bookcases to act.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm just gonna say thank you, Candlekeep Mysteries, for publishing animated library accoutrement. I love it so much. Like, they named the Book Swarm's Attack Book Club. That wasn't me.
That's good.
Candlekeep.
So,
It's very, very good.
both Cortnari and Ravane are going to be battered about the head and bits by chained books. So, first one against Cortnari is an 18 exactly.
That's my armor class.
Okay, so you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Second one is only a 9, so you're able to block that one. Against Ravane is an 8 for the first one, so that misses. Then a 22, I believe, will hit him. So, if somebody can make a note, Ravane takes 3 points of bludgeoning damage and is also grappled.
3 points, grapple. So he started at 39, so now he's at 36.
Okay.
I believe I need to make a con save.
You are concentrating on Shadow Blade, yes?
Yeah.
Then yes, please make a con save. You're good. Okay. Now, actual Evelyn, or her body at the very least, is continuing to be battered by this one swarm of books. I don't think it's fair to have swarms of books doubling up on the same target, and since their reach is 0, they have to be on top of you to be able to hit you. So
Evelyn also has, if she wants to exert a magical spell, to stop these books from hitting her, she does have shield at her disposal.
yes, that does require a somatic component, and her hands seem occupied at the time being.
Oh, good point.
So, book club. Dirty 20.
Ew. Yeah, that hits.
So she takes 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
1, 2, 3, 6 points of bludgeoning.
And can you make another con save?
Sure can. Come on.
Oh,
9!
9.
Man.
Okay, so
No.
at this point, Ravain is the only person in range to see it. He would see that the blade of the dagger kind of slips off the dagger in the pool, and she kind of like panics and like recenters it. But some of those like weird pieces of the dagger that had like been forming up the blade kind of flaked off. Well, when it slipped away, and as she recenters, they begin to like slowly regather. So she has been slowed by this interruption.
But it hasn't. Okay, but it is like going back to it. It's not like they come off and they leave and they don't go back on.
No, it's she has not been interrupted thoroughly enough to fully interrupt what she's doing yet. Evil. So, checking the speed of these book swarms. Got 30-foot speed. And the swarm saw Theon teleport away, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cannot get all the way to you, but is moving in your direction.
See where I went, did it?
Well, you teleported from like here to here, so yes, it did see you.
How can you see him? It doesn't have eyes.
Book.
Book.
All these books have a blind sight to 60 feet.
Oh, cool.
So, this book is going to flutter over the well and accost Ravain. Book club!
Does anything happen when it goes over the well?
Sparkly lights.
Alright, just checking.
It's all good. I believe a 12 does not hit Ravain. Yep, he's got an armor class of 15. And
He sure does.
And this swarm of books is just going to be on standby next to Evelyn. Okay. Back to the top of the round. Cat Evelyn. You are you are under a bowl, and but you can hear. Well, I think if you like turn your head to the side, you can see the shadow of 2 legs being cast towards you. So you can see that there's a person standing next to you.
I want to go push towards it.
Okay.
Right into it.
Theon, you see something interesting with the whole magical hands. The hands. It's weird, but it seems like they've been given the instruction not to let what's inside leave. But all it's doing to accomplish this is just exerting downward force, and it's just like following the bowl around while maintaining this downward force. So you like see the bowl skate up to you and just like bump abruptly into the toe of your foot.
I can't react, so...
Not at the moment, but yes.
I'll wait.
You bump into this shape and hear like the squish of leather boot that you impact.
And I shout, "Let me out! Let me out!
It sounds exactly like Evelyn, just more high pitched.
Let me out!"
Let me out. Me out.
So yes, you have that information. Evelyn, you have still got an action.
There's not much I can do. I'm just gonna continue to flutter.
Okay, please roll a d20 -4.
8.
8. Okay. I still beat that.
I'm not surprised.
When I can tell you what this is, it's going to be both funny and annoying. So I'm sorry about that.
I'm keen. I'm so keen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now it is the turn of Evelyn. I think I have a feeling of what she's gonna do. You've got burning hands, right?
Sure do. Oh,
Okay.
actually, no, I do not.
Oh yes.
Not currently. I have firebolt, but not burning hands.
Right. Yes. You had to not take that. So. Another thing that Rain would notice is that Evelyn. Hang on, I'm gonna make an adjustment. Slide to the left. Adjust my windows.
To the right.
Adjust my
Crisscross.
windows.
Mm-hmm.
Adjust my windows. Cha-cha, real smooth now. Oh, adjust real smooth now.
Fails. Okay. So Ravane, who again is the only person who can see Evelyn, past the battering of the books, would see that it seems she has a piece of, a gem, tied to a bracelet, and is hanging from her right wrist. And she just angrily says, "Oh, enough of this!" and just brings one hand up to bear. The gem kind of shines, and she casts Firebolt. It seems that the Evelyn has found a spellcasting focus in here.
Hey! Hey!
And if you could please make an attack roll with Firebolt. Oh no! It shines brightly, but it goes
Sure
wide
can.
and just impacts the wall.
Did they hit one of the bookcases?
Probably, but these ones aren't animate.
Does it set it on fire?
It's not hot enough for long enough to do that.
A flammable object hit by the spell ignites if it isn't being carried.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I didn't
Fireball.
realize that.
Yeah.
A flammable object hit by this spell ignites if it isn't being worn or carried.
Well, it's a book. So yes,
Is it being worn?
it's not being worn or carried, so okay, hang on a sec.
Does it on purpose.
Fire.
Yes.
I choose you, fire icon.
That's very on brand with Evelyn setting stuff on fire.
So a small
She could try
fire.
and set a forest fire.
So a small fire begins to break out over there on the bookshelf.
How far did she shot? Like, how wide did her shot go?
I mean, she was aiming
Very.
for books that are in the same space as her.
Yep. I get ya.
So it was like, and then just okay.
I went in the wrong direction.
So she's still holding the dagger with with her left hand now, and just aiming fire bolts around to try and get these books away. Ravane, what do you think he should do?
He'll probably start off with a attack with. Wait, it happens on his turn, doesn't it? The spinning pizza.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'll be right back.
It's all
You're
good?
okay. Do you reckon he would cast Sacred Flame after seeing the firebolt?
Possibly.
Start burning things.
Well,
Maybe?
Sacred Flame is radiant, not fire.
Oh, yeah, true.
But still, it will work better than smacking things with a mace and having his life essence drained from him.
Yeah. So, and he's just like, oh, I don't want to do that again.
Mm-hmm.
So I would think he'd cast his cantrip,
Okay.
Sacred Flame.
Ravane will cast a Sacred Flame, which means the... What, is he targeting the books in his space or the bookshelf, do you think?
What do you reckon?
Books in his space.
Yeah, probably.
He's very reactionary.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Sacred Flame, so that is a deck save on the part of the Swarm of Books.
Deck 16.
Yep. Boop. That is a
38.
5, so I'll roll
Yay!
2d8 radiant damage. That is a 4. Ah, cursor. Go to your home. Okay. So books begin to flash and glow with radiant light and take some damage from that. And then I assume he brings the pizza blade to bear on the bookcase.
Yep.
Okay.
So, I think just before my round, my turn, I haven't used my reaction in this round. Can I get the bookshelf that's attacking me to do a con save?
Yeah, sure thing. I'll just do the punch with the spiritual weapon.
Seems fair.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all good. A 16 on the bookcase will hit for 10 points of damage. Ooh, this bookcase is not looking hot. Oops, nope. Too much damage. Okay. Ravane is doing his best. So yes, con save on the part of this other bookshelf.
Yeah.
Con. That is a 19.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Well now, Nari, it's your turn.
I need to get away. I am going to use my... Oh, do I use my action for this? My acrobatics and athletics are terrible. I'm going to attempt a acrobatics to slip out of the binds of these books.
Okay, go for it. Unfortunately, a 10 is not enough. You struggle against the chain, and while they are rusty, they are holding strong for the time being.
I got nothing to do.
No. You've just been grappled by a bookcase.
I know. I keep failing my rolls. It's fine.
That's a book grip. What?
Okay. Well,
You're getting overcome by books.
well, it's now your turn, Theon.
Overcome by knowledge.
All right.
Feels
So
like
I
this
see
is...
this hand,
You can see a pair of hands, yes.
and following it around,
Mm-hmm.
I pull out said Triton,
Trident.
because that should, yeah,
Okay.
that should be nice and long enough, and should be able to get a bit more leverage.
Okay.
Is there any rocks
probably just
or
pick up the ball.
any?
I will
You
say you
Ah.
you trance with this trident in your possession, yes?
Yeah.
I will say that you have
Yeah.
that you have attuned to this item.
Oh,
Mummy.
really?
So I don't know how easy it'll be to find, but could you please look up in D&D Beyond in like under homebrew if it's possible, because I did make the item just before, like in D&D Beyond. Trident of the Damned.
Ooh.
Manage equipment. Add.
Okay. So you pull it out
Let's have
and
a read of this.
and you go, oh, this is cool.
This weapon is fashioned from infernal iron and traced with veins of hellfire that shed dim light in a 5-foot radius. Any creature with a soul killed by an attack made with this weapon has its soul funneled into the weapon and stored for an indefinite amount of time. The weapon gains 3 charges. Whenever a creature with a soul dies within 15 feet of the weapon has dealt damage to that creature within the last round. The wielder may use the reaction to attempt to capture the soul. The weapon causes the creature to make a wisdom saving throw versus the wielder's spell save DC. If the wielder has no spell save DC, the DC is 8 plus their proficiency bonus. If the creature fails, their soul is absorbed by the weapon and gains 3 charges. Okay. Whenever the wielder successfully hits with a melee attack with the weapon, they may choose to expend 1 charge. If they do, the weapon deals an additional 1d8 necrotic damage. It can hold up to 18 charges, so 18 souls.
No, 6 souls. Each
6 souls, yeah.
Each soul 3 charges.
Yep, 3, sorry.
Okay.
Damage 1d6 plus 2.
Yep, it's a trident.
Or I can throw it for 1d8. I like that.
Bruh.
So yeah.
That sounds cool.
Bo's like, damn it.
I want a cool soul trident!
Play with.
Oh, I don't mess with souls.
Are you sure?
The souls can just move on.
Liar.
Okay, I get
I don't know
want
what
or
my
not, you
magical
deal in
armor
souls.
does.
I don't know.
Alright,
Something amazing, I guess.
So I'm seeing these weird hands holding it down.
Yep.
I assume they're strengthy, so I grab my trident, see if there's a rock or something. I can put the pointy end of it into just under this bowl and leverage it up. Does that make sense? So make it a cantilever.
Makes perfect sense. Please,
Just be like,
yep. Please make me a strength check with advantage because of your clever application of physics.
It pricks Cat Evelyn's foot and she dies. Got like 6
take your
HP.
soul.
Ah!
Okay. I'm not even going to roll against that because it is literally impossible for an unseen servant to exert enough force to counter a 21. So the bowl
18.
flips up, kind of like partially cracks on the side where you exert the force, and you see emerge from beneath the unseen servant is a jet black cat with black raven-like feathered wings, kind of just like looking up at you, panicked.
I love her.
Now I just need to check my spell with speak with animals.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
honey.
think it's still going. 10 minutes. 10 minutes hasn't passed, so I can still talk.
Yep.
And say, "Are you okay? I've tried to help. Are you? Do I know you? You sound familiar."
Oh.
You can say a few words, Evelyn.
My reaction would be an action, so I can't.
Okay, fair enough. So you have expressed concern for her, and she will act once the books do some more smacking.
On the book set, once the books have smacked some people up.
Yep. Okay. Animated bookshelf. First smack against Kortnari is an 8 that misses, and an 11 which also misses. So you are kind of like shifting in your space a bit more, feeling yourself, and are able to block well. So you won't take any more damage. Smacks against Ravane. What just happened?
Just me texting, just saying. I assume books don't have souls.
True that. Okay. 2 smacks are successfully delivered to Ravane. He takes 8 and 7 points of bludgeoning damage. God damn, I rolled higher on those ones. So please mark off Ravane has lost 15 hit points altogether.
Oh no, how much more? 8 more?
Yes.
So he's just taken 8 again?
He took... he's just taken 15 points of damage.
Just taken 15, okay, so that brings him down to 21.
Okay. Then the books. One swarm is going to accost Ravane still. A 22 hits, so mark off Ravane taking 7 more damage. Smack on Evelyn.
14.
That's a nat 1 against Evelyn, so she is okay. Theon, the swarm that followed you around the corner, keeps on following and starts battering you again.
Okay. 16 armor class.
Indeed. I only rolled a 9, so you are okay.
Okay.
And the fourth swarm is just gonna chill. Okay. Next, we are on to Cat Evelyn.
She makes like a panicked, like garbled noise and like full on just jets out and like poofs into Theon's chest.
Mm-hmm.
Like ah and like just straight into him. It's like ah! Like she's terrified. She doesn't know what the heck's going on.
So your
Can I make a reaction of hold?
yes, your cat instincts kind of kick in, so it's half jump, half like wing beat as you jump and just like land in his arms.
And she kind of does the whole like scraggly cat thing. That's kind of like and like tries to like climb up like just higher. Yeah. So she's like kind of like clawing up, like upwards and like with her claws. So it's a little like stop struggling. But that's my action.
That's your entire turn is just to
That's what
panic.
she'll do.
I love that so
panicking.
much.
It's very evil. It's very Evelyn. It's a very Evelyn cat thing to do.
Oh yeah.
Panic and climb.
At this point, Evelyn is just going to keep on focusing on her stabby stabs because she's like, come on, I can take it, hurry up, and is just like wants it to go faster. Ravane, what's he gonna do?
What's he got going on?
He's grappled by a bookshelf and is being accosted by books.
I feel like that would freak him out.
Would. And he would do. They're not creatures, so command won't do anything.
You don't want to risk a channel divinity.
Oh, maybe. Let me read that.
Oh yes, do the whole like give somebody else an action, but he can't see anybody else where he is right now.
Yeah.
Well, there's certain effects. I don't know. I've never played a cleric in this edition, so.
He is an order cleric from
Okay.
from Ravnica. Features and traits.
How
orders
much?
Yeah.
After those books took his fire damage, and it was only 5, did it look like they took a lot of damage? Like, did it look like that was a success, like super successful attack?
It looked like an attack that hit. They're still going though. They're still going strong.
No. I'm just thinking like he's got Bane. Wait, is it Bane that I'm looking at? And like make 3 creatures. He's just like they hit you all at once.
Let's start with what he's got out. So start with just the spiritual weapon coming in to
The
help him.
pizza against the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So smack that spiritual weapon into the bookcase. I'm sorry? I just rolled 2 nat 20s.
That's
Does
it
that
for the
mean
night. You're done.
Do you mean that's you triple now?
No,
Is that how it works?
I mean, I still have that bug where it keeps rolling twice, but I just take the first one.
Oh, I know how to fix. I know how to fix that as well.
I'll ask you about that at the end of the night, but for
Yeah,
now it's
after,
okay.
Yeah.
So this bookcase is dead.
Yes!
Yep, he
Sick.
Suck that knowledge!
the bookcase is just ripped in twain like this pizza is a massive circular saw that just goes and it just goes and just falls into pieces on the ground. And he is now free of the grapple and can move.
You reckon you just try to hit things again?
W-
Like
with the mace?
forgetting about
Evelyn!
how this
Evelyn!
works?
Hey, there's books attacking you, Evelyn! I reckon he'd still be confused by the books attacking Evelyn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true.
Fair
True.
enough. So he
So
casts
then you
Sacred Flames
That's like-
on the books on her.
Good man.
yeah, probably.
Okay.
I like that suggestion. Okay.
Swarm of animated books. Deck save.
Dex save 16.
They're all to 20.
Okay.
Good grief.
You reckon you'd move in now? Now that he's not grappled?
Yeah, I feel like he would. So he's like, it'll be. Oh, it's okay, Evelyn. I'll come and help you. So,
Evelyn! Stop fucking around with that! No. Ravine doesn't swear.
so
No,
that
he wouldn't say.
Stop being a silly goose.
weirdly enough, that will actually.
Evelyn! That looks dangerous. Looks unholy.
So unfortunately, that provokes an attack of opportunity from the swarm of books, which does successfully hit him for 5 damage as he runs towards Evelyn.
Now the 5, so he's sitting on 9 now.
Oh no!
So, just as a heads up,
So
people.
he will-
he's probably going to heal
Yeah. So he
next turn.
runs up and is all like, "Evelyn, are you okay?" And that's his turn. Ordinary.
Action Shadow Blade this thing if I can.
Go for it. That's gonna hit.
Oh, nice.
So 2d8
Mm-hmm.
psychic damage.
Wait, 2d8 psychic damage?
We talked about this a bunch of sessions ago.
Yes, and it's all psychic damage.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a blade made out of mind shadow energy.
Okay, you
Did that did not come up, did it?
I didn't see the damage roll, but unfortunately, as you bring your shadow blade through the bookcase, you look where it impacted and nothing's changed.
Damn it!
It seems to be immune to psychic damage.
Oh, damn.
And with realizing that, I then drop that spell entirely and
Okay.
cast Healing Spirit.
Okay.
As a hold on. Yeah, I can still bonus action spell
Yeah,
because that
of
was
course.
just an attack. So Healing Spirit appears. Yeah, in the middle of the corridor, somewhere like here.
Okay. Let's make myself a healing spirit.
We still have the little glowy bugs.
Not a firefly gun. God damn.
Please? Can I
I'll
have a
take one of
firefight
them.
gun?
No.
That sounds awesome. I'll take
Oh.
two.
And I have one.
One of us will get one at some point.
A firefly gun? No. So
So I've been trying for 3 rounds. I did at least 2 attacks against this thing. I finally hit, and it has no effect.
I feel really bad for you, but unfortunately, yeah, as a construct, it's immune to psychic damage because it doesn't have a brain to hurt.
Yep.
No
that
brain,
makes
no heart.
sense.
Yep, checks
If
out.
these books could read, they'd be really offended.
I'm just so annoyed at my choice of wheedling the DM to be like, instead of Fireblade, can I have Shadowblade, please?
A fireblade would have worked pretty well in this situation, but just in this situation, and then this is like the first time you fought like anything animated like this, so it's a bit niche. Like,
With it. Healing.
so yes, I will have this charming blue ball be your healing spirit.
I like him.
Okay, that is your turn.
Call him Squishy.
Theon, there's a cat panicking all over you.
I feel like this isn't the right time to do this, but I use my action to hug.
Oh.
Oh my god, that is the most wholesome.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah. That would be my action of hug to protect from books.
Mm-hmm.
That's not gonna work. May I use a two-handed attack? One hand to proceed to hug, while one hand proceed to fend off with Trident.
So, are you going to... So, you are using the trident one-handed and are just, like, protecting Cat Evelyn and just stabbing.
Protect Evelyn and stabbing.
Protect, attack, harvest soul.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
go for it.
protect, he attack, but most importantly, he harvests soul of book.
So I will only make a single attack.
Why?
I would like... Because one hand is... Oh, I have 3.
You have 2 attacks since you're level 5
no,
now.
I have 3 attacks.
You have 3 attacks if
No.
if the attack is being
Oh,
made
no, it's
with
3
light
attacks
weapons.
if I'm two-weaponed.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's right.
if it's just a trident, you can stab twice one-handed with it. So yeah, go for it.
Cool. And I would like to add Dreadful Strike to that. So let's see if it works.
Okay. Oh yes.
If I do this...
There is one thing I should also tell you about this weapon. It currently has 5 charges.
Oh.
Ooh, that means it's a
Mm.
spooky.
Bow your
so
face.
I
Just like
I just rolled twice. I did the shift to roll twice for the 2 attacks.
okay.
And 121, 123.
Yep. Both will hit.
And so one does 4 damage, one does 5 damage.
Yep.
But they didn't do the
Wait, no. That
triple
is
strikes.
no. That is piercing one-handed and piercing two-handed. So you've rolled
Oh.
4 damage from the first one. So roll me another 1d6 plus 2 for the second hit.
Let's see.
Hmm.
Is it slash R? I think it's slash R.
And I will ask.
Slash R,
Y-
1d6.
You have hit twice now. Would you like to expend some charges in this weapon to deal some extra damage?
Yeah, I'll
Do it.
use a charge. Oh, actually, no, because I'm also doing Dreadful Strikes. I'm doing 2 Dreadful Strikes.
Burn it. Burn it. It's like Smite. Just burn it.
You can do both.
G4. I feel like
If you
I
want to,
might
that is.
overkill.
Well, so
1d6, 4
yep. So 4 damage
plus
plus
2d. Did that work?
no.
Oh.
So
What
it's
did that roll?
I don't know quite what you've done there. That's weird.
That is weird. I
Uh,
was trying to roll them both at the same time.
That's all good. Just use the like commando overlay thing and roll 2d4.
Oh, no, there we go.
Yep.
And then I do the R slash No, slash R. 2d4.
Everything is fine.
Oh, fuck you. I'll just do that.
Okay.
No,
So,
I don't use soul
11.
charges. I actually think I'm doing a lot of damage already.
Okay. You stab at
Four,
at the books berating you.
17.
So after 17 damage, you stab and you stab and you stab, kind of passionately, while also concernedly looking down at Evelyn, being like, "I hope you're okay." And as you finish stabbing, you look down, and there's like 5 separate books, all impaled on the end of this trident, kind of just like impaled there temporarily. And as you're like, "Oh God," they start to like catch fire around where they're impacted, and just like burn and fall away and fall off the trident. And
That's kind of sick.
and the swarm
Can
is
I see if soul?
sorry.
May I see if there is souls to harvest from said attack?
Well, the swarm is not dead. It's just been considerably damaged.
Cool.
No doubt.
That would be
no doubt.
said attack. Yeah, that's me done. I'm not
Yep.
gonna run away. Just
Okay.
said protect and stabbing.
Protect a stab. Okay. Next up we have another angry bookcase is going to start battering Cortinari. And I think at this point, with the angry battering, that like crack in the drywall in front of you, Cortinari, cracks back open and says, "Yield and give me back what is mine." As you get slapped, but you block, slapped again for a 20 to hit. So one of the 2 attacks hit for 8 points of damage.
Ooh.
And Kirkesh is angry. He wants his intellectual property back.
Dude,
I
I
paid
gave
for
credit. I gave the full reference carved into it. Like, what does he want?
What more could you possibly want?
Royalties, obviously.
Greedy bruh.
I figured that was part of the
He wants some money. He's coming for
incantation
money.
where like 10% went to him.
You should have this
Give him a
conversation
gold
with him in
coin and then
character.
leave us alone.
That would be great. Okay, the second bookcase is already dead, so moving on to the books themselves. Dear Sweet Evelyn is probably... I've checked your stats. You look hurt.
No. My little wee me.
Swarm of books. Book club. So, your human body has a nat 1 rolled against it and is fine.
Cool.
Theon. Another nat 1. You're fine. This swarm that was attacking Ravane is going to follow up and keep attacking Ravane. Book club! Wow. How many hit points does Ravane have?
9.
He falls unconscious. Exactly.
No.
I dealt exactly 9 points of damage.
Uh-oh.
So you all hear the quintessential honk of Goose Avon down.
Filling goose.
Saving down.
Goose down! A honk!
Oh.
And so he has been consumed by a cloud of books. Cat Evelyn, you just heard your friend have issues.
I look at Theon and I'm like, where am I? Like, me. Because I'm not me. Where am I? And she just kind of like clutches a little bit tighter and like swipes at a book.
You can gesture if you want.
Now I'm going to swipe at a book. I'm going to ask Theon, I'm like, where am I? Like, the real me, because I'm not me. And then see a book floating around and I go, eh. Like, I'm like this and I go, eh, at a book. And I want to make an attack at one of the books if it's within range.
I have some bad news.
Mm,
Unfortunately, you can't do that.
I can't attack?
You can't attack.
Oh, jeez. All right, I just keep panicking. I'm just like, Where's me? Where am I? I just keep clutching onto him.
To say over there?
Yeah.
Cool. Over there, but you're here, but you're there. I'm so confused. Stay here.
Can I try and get out of his grip then?
Yeah, if you want. And like,
Kind of squirm a
Theon,
little bit.
will you resist her attempts to wriggle free?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Theon, please make me a strength check. Same for you, Evelyn. Just roll me a d20 and -4.
Blah.
21.
Bruh.
No.
I ain't getting away.
So
I'm trying. I'm not going very far, but I'm trying.
you just start like
I'm
struggling, but
putting
you're
it
like,
down to that you're panicking, and you're like trying to struggle and still freaking out. So that's why I'm holding you tight up.
All right.
okay. I'd say that's your turn. Would you?
It's my turn. That's it.
Okay. Cat Evelyn's doing a panic.
Ah!
Panicking.
Okay.
She's freaking out.
And now it's Evelyn's turn. Evelyn. Ravine falls down. She glances down at him and goes, oh, and just like sinks the blade deeper still. I'd say from all of your perspectives behind the shelves, you see like one big sudden final flash of blue light, and no one can see it. Evelyn is holding a dagger. It's holding a kitchen knife. It is exactly the same kitchen knife she used previously, except the blade she threw away had a very like dull, iron-looking metal blade, and while the kitchen knife used to be really bright and shiny, it now has that same dull coloration. It's still sharp, but it's now been dulled. And then she says, hard pass, and just like and just seems to almost faint. Evelyn, you return to your body. So you go from like panicked cat, and then all of a sudden there's just a flash, and you are like catching your body as it's about to fall. You're being berated by books and are holding this kitchen knife that you feel kind of a connection to. Can you please go?
I'm still holding a cat.
You are still holding a cat that is now no longer panicking and just glances up at you and says, "Well, get us out of here."
What? Get what out of here?
So,
What?
so Evelyn, can you please go onto D&D Beyond and add to your character sheet, the Needle of Mending,
Oh, okay.
and indicate that you are attuned to it.
Oh, someone knows about this.
No, not at all. That just sounds super fucking cool.
It does sound sick.
The Needle of Mending. Is it a...
It is a dagger.
It
Just a
sounds
regular
like
dagger?
the vocal.
Or is it a custom item?
It's not a custom item. It's from Explorer's Guide to Wildmount.
Oh. I should be able to just add it as an equipment item. then.
Yeah. So just search needle under like magic
Needle.
items.
Plug and needles. Weapon.
Snicker snacker, the
Eyes.
blade went.
It looks like the kitchen knife looks like Vorpal sword dagger
A bit, yeah.
from. I cannot seem to see it.
I have found it. Hang on. Oh, yeah, it's from
Magical.
it's from Explorer's Guide to Wildmount. I will just send you a link on Facebook.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Am I attuned to it? Does
You
it
are-
require attunement?
It does require attunement, and you are attuned to it.
E.
So essentially, it is a magic dagger disguised as a sewing needle. When you hold it and use a bonus action to speak a command word, it transforms into a dagger or back into a needle. So you can turn the dagger between a dagger and a needle. Then you have a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls with the dagger, and while you hold it, you can use your action to cast the Mending cantrip,
Ooh.
which is especially impressive because the Mending cantrip normally takes a minute. But this weapon allows you to cast Mending as an action, as long as you are holding it.
So good.
That's cool.
Oops, that's not what I wanted.
You love
There
Mending.
you go, guys. I can't look at how to
I mean, like, probably a
open.
discussion for another time. But part of the mending spell says mend 1 foot in any dimension. And I'm like, what do you mean by dimension?
Does that mean I can
What do you mean
sew?
by
I can
1
sew a
foot?
hole in a bag of holding.
Nope. It means if you have the broken pieces of a plate. You can just like run the dagger over the plate, and as an action, all the pieces just go, and it gets formed back
Any
together.
dimension, first, second, third, or fourth dimension.
In any dimension.
No fourth
That's-
dimension. No fourth dimensional mending in my campaign.
Okay. I just always push that one little bit of wording, sorry.
No. That's messed up. So
I
yeah.
know, it's so good.
So yes,
You.
you now have that, and
Yeah,
Evelyn,
pretty cool.
as you are back in your body, it is your
Mhm.
turn. You
Oh my gosh.
and
Oh,
you have your senses. You can see Ravane is on the ground, unconscious, being beaten by books still, and
That's costed by books.
and you are also being attacked by books.
Oh jeez. Oh goodness me.
he's back.
Poopy. I'm gonna
Poopy pants.
firebolt the books that are accosting Ravane.
Okay, go for it.
That's a 12 to hit.
Unfortunately, a 12 does not hit.
Oh, far out.
Actually, no, a 12 does hit. Never mind. My apologies.
Oh good.
I
I was like,
A 12 exactly hits, in fact. So please roll me some damage.
hey. Yes. 13 points.
What? That's high. Damn.
Wow. To
Minus
10.
13. The,
Could you?
these books look considerably diminished. In fact, they look about as damaged as the ones that Theon stabbed.
It's it.
Okay. It is now Ravane's turn. Can somebody please roll me a death save on behalf of Ravane?
I choose not to.
Gibbs not.
All right, I'll do it. How do I do that?
Roll a
Just roll a
d20.
All right.
It's a flat d20 if it's a 10 or higher. Okay,
Ooh, that's a fail.
please mark off one failed death save for Ravane. Oh God, please don't kill Ravane while Nick isn't even here.
Sorry.
I say to myself as I'm the one doing this.
As the DM.
Oh, I feel bad. Okay.
Learn from your mistakes.
Courtnary.
Would
Summer.
he lose the pizza?
Yes, actually, he would. He does lose the pizza.
No.
No?
Maybe?
Wait.
Spiritual
I don't
Or
know.
is it just if he
weapon is
dies?
special in some weird ways. That's
It-
all I remember.
Is it just if he dies that it goes away?
I am not entirely sure. I will have a quick look. Spiritual weapon. It's not concentration.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's still there.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it's still there.
It just lasts for 1 minute, according to. Yeah, it lasts for 1
Yeah.
minute.
It's still there then.
Does it get to
But he
attack
has
and
n-
stuff?
Well, he has no bonus action to control it,
Yeah.
so
It
DM.
it doesn't do anything because he can't control it, but it's still there.
Can we control it?
Can you control Ravane?
No.
Can we throw people into it?
It's not actively
Yes.
attacking. It's just floating there, waiting for orders.
It's a spinning saw blade pizza.
It is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's spinning saw blade.
Mm, that is is a tempting proposition. I mean, try it and see.
Okay, as long as it's out there.
Okay.
It's just.
So, it is currently your turn, Cordenario. What do you do?
I'm using my action to try and escape
Okay.
with athletics, I think.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay. You have you have tried this once before. You tried to wriggle free. You're like, this isn't going well. You felt them shift and adjust, but you couldn't break free. However, I did say that these chains were a bit rusty. I'm given to understand that in Candlekeep they maintain their shelves a bit better than these have. So I'm prepared to give these chains a -1 to the DC, which was 12. So you flex and go, and one overly rusted chain link just pops, and you are free from the grapple condition.
I use my movement. I sprint forward.
Okay.
I take 1d6 healing.
Uh,
I believe that's how that spell works.
that is exactly how that spell works. You are healed by the healing spirit, and now mark off one use of the spirit.
I have a total of 4. And I heal for 5 hit points, which is fantastic.
Excellent. That's quite high for a d6.
There it is. Needle of Mending.
Ah, good, you found it.
I didn't have my settings, my preferences. I didn't have non-core ticked or something.
Ah.
One of those little slidey ones. There
Okay.
was one that wasn't ticked that I needed that ticked.
Cool.
And
Sorry, I took you away.
then I used my bonus action. If you could move the Healy Blue Orb over Ravane.
I believe I can, because the healing spirit can move, what is it, 30 feet in a turn?
Yeah.
Very nice. So,
Yep, 30 feet.
you slide the healing spirit over a vein. Can you read out exactly what happens with the healing spirit? Well, actually, does the healing effect work on constructs? 'Cause
So, until the spell ends, whenever you constructs.
because
This is going to take some lore reading. Sorry.
the books are currently technically, the swarm is a construct, and I don't believe healing magic normally works on constructs.
The spirit can't heal constructs or undead.
Okay, just making sure that the books aren't also being healed by this, because they are in the same
Yes.
space as Ravane.
So yeah, there is a specific sentence that says the spirit cannot heal constructs or undead.
So you like panic, bust out of the chain, like forward roll into your healing spirit, go glance over, see Ravane's down, and you're like, and then magically slide it over to him, and he gains more hit points.
At the start of his turn, he will gain hit points
Okay.
of some amount.
So Evelyn, as you're batting away books, you look down and you can see these like blue twinklies floating around Ravane, and you've seen this effect
Hey.
before. Okay,
Okay, for me.
Theon, you were holding a very panicked cat. Now she is just like curling up in your arm, like very politely and well composed, and just says, "Go on, let's leave. There's a door right over there."
Let's leave as a door over there. And whereabouts are they pointing? Sorry.
Kind of gesturing towards back here.
Oh, this is interesting. How many books are left surrounding me?
Not a lot. You have badly damaged this swarm.
I guess I say, Do I notice the change in voice?
The voice sounds exactly the same. The tone is far more composed, as is the body language.
I can safely. I would just assume it's still Evelyn.
Yeah.
I guess. Is that right?
You've a kitty.
Is my
Hello.
passive perception?
I mean, I tried to struggle away from you, and now I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, it went from like. Okay, this is fine.
to, I've given up.
This
This
is fine.
is my home now.
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Speaking
So
kitty.
I just assume it's still you. So I start my turn with a double attack again.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
So let's do that.
Kitty.
Probably use
Hello.
So
Very
I got
on brand.
1 dirty 20.
Okay. The 9 will miss, but the 20 will hit. And don't even bother to add anything else. Just the 8 damage is enough to kill the swarm.
Then I will start moving 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Move, I guess, towards there.
Okay. are
With
carrying the
said
cat.
still in my arms.
Yep.
And as a bonus action, why is that just not doing what it wanted to do?
I will quickly interject. Evelyn?
No, I can't do anything anyway.
So, Evelyn, you are presently back in your body. You look over. There's a lot going on, but you hear the sound of Theod rounding a corner. You look over, and you're like, you make eye contact with this cat, and like one of the original 2 tattoos that you had on your arm, kind of like flashes for just a moment as you see it.
Can I like
Um,
reach out towards it? Am I allowed to do that as a like a reaction?
On your turn.
Or at least hold up the arm. It's like flashing. I'm like,
Well, like so you kind of like hold it up, and like as you point it more towards the cat, it gets brighter, and then dimmer as you point away. You're like.
And that's my turn done.
Yeah.
I'll just move to there and stay there.
Okay.
That bookshelf is getting more and more on fire.
I'm glad someone noticed.
I did as I came around the corner.
Yep.
I noticed before.
You
but
came around the
now I
corner.
see it. No?
The fire is spreading. As fire is wont to do.
Actually, do I notice that the fire is spreading as I come around that corner?
You would probably come around the corner and see licks of black smoke coming, like, up the side of it. So there's a fire there.
Cool. No doubt.
Speaking of bookcases, this one that was attacking Courtnari hasn't had its fill yet, so it's going to angrily pivot out of where it was sitting, and it's going to be all like, "Be our guest," and it's going to bring more of its chained books towards you to try and grab ya. So. Whoop-am. 13 will not hit you.
Grabby.
Whoop-am, but an 18 will hit you.
Bless you.
So, I'm always confused by this, and I know it's my own fault. So, matches hits,
Yes.
even with saving throws.
Yes. So with
Okay.
with a saving throw or an attack roll, if you hit the target or above, then it has either hit or
Okay.
succeeded.
Cool. I always get confused by that, and I don't know why, but yeah, the second
Cool.
one hits.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage and are grappled.
Yay!
You're back where you were before,
joy.
being chased by an angry bookshelf.
And I need to make a con save, don't I? But
Well,
I should automatically succeed on a 5, but let's see. There we go.
You're good.
Healing Spirit stays up.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And how?
Cool. Now it's the turn of the books. Evelyn, you are still being harrowed by a swarm.
It's the book's turn.
Yes.
I would like it to make a con save.
Which one?
The one attacking me.
No, it has just been
Oh, sorry.
the bookshelf's turn. It's now the swarms that are attacking.
Oh, damn it. I left it too late to actually do the reaction. Never mind.
It's okay. So, Evelyn. Book club!
Yeet.
That is an 11 to hit. That'll probably miss.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it does. Thank goodness.
Ravane. I'm going to say just for the sake of kindness is not going to get clubbed, because if he does, he's going to die.
Don't die.
Like, literally, he will die because it's a melee attack. And
Are they smart enough
if
to keep beating a dead horse?
I honestly don't think they are. Like, these
He
books...
stopped moving, so let's leave him alone.
These book swarms have an intelligence of 1. They are not smart enough to continue to beat a dead horse. So I'd say this one is going to turn around and start... oh, nope. That stays put. This moves. Put the blue back. It's going to, fly towards Courtnari, but it's looking, like, super not healthy. It's like that one key from Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone where the books are, like, flapping towards you, but are just like...
Not doing too well.
and having a hard time. This swarm, though, is going to advance towards Theon and attack. Book club! And I believe an 18 will hit you
18 will hit me.
for 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
I will take said 6
Okay.
damage.
Well, now it is Evelyn's turn.
Evelyn.
Evil cat. She just kind of glances around, sees you're being attacked, and just says, "Oh, for goodness sake, put me down."
Break it, snack.
Well, now it's not struggling. I feel like I won't resist this
Okay.
time.
Well, okay. So the cat then just like climbs up your arm and onto your shoulder, spreads its wings, and just flies up and starts circling the room from above. Just spectating out of harm's way.
You
I love this. The cat's a jerk. Favorite thing ever.
such an ass.
It's such a cat thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really not a cat person, so...
We've got a cat right
Take
here.
it. I am. I love it.
Okay.
I'm here for this.
I like animals.
Well, it's now your turn. Actual Evelyn.
Actual Evelyn.
Yep.
She's gonna realize she's still being battered by books and just like, doesn't my spell focus, the little crystal around my wrist, does it give me any bonuses?
It enables you to cast spells that have a material component without having the component, including
That checks out.
including your ritual spells.
That checks out.
And you didn't have one up until this point.
Yeah. Looking at at the flying cat.
Mm-hmm.
What do I feel?
You feel a psychic connection, like a magical psychic connection. It's almost like this cat's your familiar or something.
Wild.
What?
How far away from me is it?
Kill it!
Kill it! Oops, that's not what I wanted. That is
Fire.
Yeah, like
35.
35 feet. Actually, hang on, just double check. Could the Tresium have made that? Yep. That's its flying
40
speed.
feet. 40 feet's its flying speed.
Yeah.
Nice. I just want to kind of like, because I'm guessing that I'm kind of crouched. I want to like
Yeah.
turn upwards and like just blast a fireball at these bookies,
Yeah, go for it.
these jerks.
These jerk books and their jerk
13.
knowledge. 13's gonna
13
hit.
will hit.
Roll me damage.
Give me something real high. Ah.
Nine's not bad.
Nice.
Damage is
bad,
damage.
Not ideal. And I still have this dagger in my hand.
Yes, you do.
So I'm yeah. At it
Unfortunately,
with my offhand.
you can only attack at you can only attack as a bonus action if you also attacked as your action.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. The trick's out.
It's all good.
Alute.
And I'm just gonna double check to make sure that these books aren't like vulnerable to fire or anything, because it makes sense that they would be, but
I hope so.
oh, they are super vulnerable to fire. Okay, so
Yeah.
Last attack was a 12 points of damage.
yeah, so hang on.
Yeah, 12 points
so
of fire.
the bookshelves are
13.
not are not, but the book swarms are. So this swarm is
They
just
took
dead,
13 earlier.
and this swarm takes an additional 9 and is looking way worse.
Goodness. Good.
I'm glad I'm glad we came to this conclusion together.
I was like, I'm just gonna keep shooting with fire and in hopes that something else happens.
Yeah, of course. Well, it's now Ravain's turn. On the side of his turn, Courtenay, please roll me some healing.
Yeah. So it's
Someone
just
else roll this
1d6.
1d6. Okay.
So Ravain's
Oh, he
got
doesn't-
4, and that's 2 uses of my healing spirit.
Okay. Ravain sits upright and goes, "Oh God!" And I'm going to say that he will immediately bring the pizza blade to bear against the book's harrowing Evelyn.
So it needs to be like
And
a bit.
can he cast healing word on himself?
I think he'll probably cast Cure Wounds on himself as an action, and then but as a bonus action, move the spiritual weapon.
Yes.
So
That makes sense.
spiritual weapon. Oh yeah,
Be.
they're
And
dead.
he'll use the second level
Okay,
cure wound.
second level Cure Wounds.
So
I'll
that
make the roll.
increases by another D8, so it's 2D8
Okay.
plus your spellcaster modifier.
I've made the roll.
is Plus 5.
Ravain heals 12 hit points.
Well, so he goes from 4 up to 16. Is that?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm getting, guys?
Solid.
Cool.
Yep.
So he's at 16,
So he
and he's used a second level
Yep.
spell.
he attacks the books and gets Evelyn clear. Now the only person being attacked by books is Theon, and there's just a bookcase left attacking Courtenay.
Yep.
Cool.
Cool.
Speaking of which, Courtenay.
Wait, this is a little bit tricky. I'm grappled again, correct?
You are grappled again.
Yes. I want to use my action to do my Halo of Spores.
Oh, okay.
So, wild shape, and I take on. Let me double check this. I think it's 20 hit points.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yep, 20 temporary hit points. So that's my action. My bonus action is to then. Theon's a little ways away.
Yeah.
Does Theon look hurt from where I'm standing, Theon?
I'm a bit beaten up, but I'll probably survive this ordeal.
Uh,
How many bookshelves? We got one bookshelf
And one swarm of
left
books.
and one set of books. Yeah, I feel like I could take this. That fire might be a bit more scary, but yeah, we got this. I got this.
Healing Spirit stays on Ravain.
Okay.
Yep.
That's my turn done.
Cool. Theon, your turn.
Okay, so I am going to now put my second hand to said Trident
Mm-hmm.
and make some attacks on the books that are around me.
Please do. Go for it.
Oh, wrong screen. We'll go shift that.
So
Okay, so
So-
one
so-
hits the other.
I think
Oh,
you
nice.
should just.
Two
I think you should just like turn off advantage and
roll
just
twice.
roll twice. It's a bit confusing. So just
Okay.
just ignore that
Alright.
one and just
I'll just
yeah.
I'll just do it again.
Yeah.
I'm in Ravains now. So we'll just go bang
Cool.
and bang.
Okay, so the first one misses. The second one hits for 10 points of damage. As you're now using it two-handed.
As a Yep. And I will add some dreadful strikes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I think, what am I doing? Will I add? Yeah, we'll use a soul.
Okay.
Just
You
because I'm just
Yes.
I'm pissed off. now.
Yes.
I'm just like, I'm pissed off. How do I use this soul?
just roll me a d8 and we'll add it as additional necrotic damage.
Those bad boys.
Okay. So something cool happens to those seeing this, as Theon is like brandishing this weapon and is all like, and just stabs it into the swarm of books. The light coming from the trident flashes brighter for a moment, and you can see that his eyes are like burning red in this moment. And so like his eyes flash red, and there's like a pulse of like demonic red energy that just pulses down the weapon and gives like a kick of power into his stab in that moment.
Bruh.
Blah.
Bruh.
Blah. Come on,
Everybody's
change
changing their
colour.
colors to red.
Change colour. Faster.
It's already red. Hang on.
I only have like orange. I don't have red. Hang on.
Oh, it's so bright. I don't like it. Oh
That's
god.
Through red.
You're just like, "Urgh!" and
Ah!
you swear you could almost hear like a few licks on like a guitar. And like so please
Very Batman.
remove one charge from the Trident of the Damned.
I had to actually change it. It was sitting at 18 when I added it.
I didn't have the
So I brought it.
excellent.
Yeah,
I
so
didn't
brought it now down to 4.
cool. I didn't have the option to customize how many it started with, so I just assumed to start at 18. But you're all good. Okay,
Yep.
that's your turn.
Did I kill them at all?
Unfortunately, not
Or
quite.
they're still swarming?
Still present but
Okay,
weakened.
so
And
I move one step here, so that I'm not out of thing, but I'm like
I will
powering through.
will say, and I feel like you would know this. The swarm has a reach of 0, so by leaving it, you are also leaving its range, and that does provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Then I won't do that if I. Did you say I would know that?
At this point, I'd say you'd know that, having fought them for this long.
Cool. Sweet.
Cool.
Then I do not do that.
Okay. Cortnari, you are being battered by the last remaining bookcase.
I want that bookcase to make a con saving throw.
Okay.
Gonna do it properly this round.
I rolled a 16.
Yeah, it wins.
I'm so sorry. Why are these
See?
bookcases so good?
OP bookcases.
But yeah,
I mean, it's a bookcase. You want it to be sturdy.
Mhm.
It should have constitution.
it's got like a +2 to its con. So first attack is only a 9, and the second attack is a 7. So you aren't damaged by it further. It's just like a whirling dervish of books on chains trying to hit you, but you're just like blocking it with your shield, and they're like
Yeah.
bouncing off your halo of mushrooms. It's an epic fight, just a hard one for you.
Yep.
Okay.
That's so good as long as I can be distracted.
Finally, Swarm of Books is going to keep on battering Theon. Book club. You are clubbed by this book for a 22 to hit, and take 6.
Does hit.
Actually, no. The swarm is below half health, so now it only deals you 3 points of damage.
3
As-
points of damage taken.
As swarms get weaker, the less health they have. Okay, and now it is on
Sounds
to
nice.
onto Cat Evelyn, who is basically just like orbiting above you all, but is like working closer towards the door and just kind of goes meow, which Theon and Evelyn hear as, "Come on, let's go."
All
Yeah.
right.
Where are we going?
You can see the cat is like flying towards this door over here.
The bottom door?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Are you
And
still in the pond?
no, it's gone.
Okay.
Evelyn, you are not currently being attacked by anything.
Ah, jeez. I look back at the flaming books and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
we should probably go. This is a good point for us to leave. And I am going to use all of my movement and sprint down, and I can do a double dash, can't I?
Music, Rory.
Sorry?
Epic music.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I only just
Movement.
started listening.
Actually, no, Rogue, you could do a triple dash.
20.
Yeah, just run past Cortinari, who is presently in danger, and just be all like, "Okay, you're on your own.
Yeah.
Bye."
I'm gonna go 50 feet to here. So I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go around the well, past the dead body, and then down besides my cat.
Okay.
Underneath it, kind of like looking up at it, like, where did you come from? Kind of running and like looking up at it.
The cat glances down, and you hear in your head, "We'll talk more later."
Kind of just make like a really confused noise.
Okay. Ravane is going to turn around and just go. Oh wait, it is these start of Ravane's turn, so he gains a
He
hit
gets
point.
1 hit point.
Okay. He's gonna jump up and go, "Oh boy!" And as a bonus action, just go like 5, 10, 15, 20. So perfect. And we'll be attacking the bookcase.
I'm digging the fact that you're actually giving the familiar like intelligence and a personality. So many times I've seen so many people just like, yeah, just it's a dumb animal. It's just a familiar, it's not real. But this is great. I'm obsessed already.
It's reminding me of the cat from Sabrina, Teenage Witch.
Salem.
Salem.
Right
Yeah.
now, Salem. Yeah, that's it.
They're a fake spirit. That's something that's like 10,000 years old who is just hanging out with teenagers because they're bored. Like,
It's like
Mhm.
well, it's not bored, it was summoned.
either or.
But no, it's still not.
So the whirling blade of pizza begins to carve into this piece of furniture as well
Yes!
for
Yes.
10 damage.
Like a circular saw.
Ravane looks back and sees that Theon is handling the swarm and is going to go, "I got you, buddy!" And is going to try and cast Sacred Flame on the bookcase as well. So it makes it
Seemed like something.
makes a deck save.
I love you, Urbane.
But
You are
the-
amazing.
this bookcase is clearly god tier because it rolled an 18, so it's okay.
God
Wow.
tier bookcase.
Mm-hmm. And seeing that people are beating a kind of retreat, Ravane will move in that direction, but isn't like leaving anybody behind. So he's just going in that direction and calls out, "Let's go, Theon!"
I feel like we're not under threat anymore.
Yeah,
He's still damaged.
Beyond, use up my circle.
it is now your turn, Cortinari.
Okay. Stupid spell rules. No, its range is 60 feet. So, bonus action, I would like to move the healing circle over Theon first.
Okay. Womp.
And then action, I am just gonna use Primal Savagery.
Okay. You
Oh.
start mauling the bookcase with your acidic claws. A 19 will hit.
Get mad.
When all else fails, get mad. No,
Mhm.
that's a terrible philosophy.
Is
Uh,
it?
13 acid damage. Damn, yeah.
I feel really terrible that we have been destroying books this evening.
Yeah, should be right.
Just so you know, most of these books were already damaged beyond repair, but they
Most
would
of these books were trying to kill us
but
first.
they would just animate. So like as these books are attacking you, they fall open. You can see like the ink interiors are like smudged and heavily water damaged, but Kirkesh just used them to attack you.
You know how people have been able to reconstruct Gilgamesh's voyage from like... Anyway, I'll leave that bit of bibliography behind.
Hmm.
Oh. Take a book with you if you'd like.
So yes,
Oh,
you've dealt.
this is a personal whim, not a character whim.
Mm-hmm. So decent
Okay.
damage has been dealt.
One and the same.
Theon, on the start of your turn, you use the final charge of the spirit of the healing spirit.
Let's roll one of those.
What are we sitting at?
You got 2 more. And the healing spirit drops, that's 4 uses.
So I get 2 heal. So I will just continue doing what I was doing
Okay.
and just like attack.
Stab the books attacking
Okay.
you twice.
First one,
That's a miss.
second one.
That's also a miss.
Okay.
Oof. I'm
Uh,
sorry.
That's alright. That's me done.
Okay. Cortinari. Kathwamp. Kabamp. You are hit once and take 9 points of bludgeoning damage against your temporary hit points.
Oh, it's their turn?
Yes.
Make a con saving throw.
Okay. Con save before
And
the
9
attack.
points of damage?
Yep. Yes. So the shelf failed.
That's my con save.
Yep.
Does it 11? Yep.
Yes, it does pass. The bookcase has failed the con save. So what happens?
That's 2d4
Okay.
of necrotic damage.
Sweet. Okay. 3 damage. Oh no, that's bad. No, heckin' no, not. It becomes -3 hit points. It just takes 3. Okay. If a bookshelf could bleed, it would be.
Finally, all my making...
It's losing pages rapidly.
Okay. It smacks
No,
you.
letters are falling on the ground.
Theon, now you are being attacked by a swarm.
Mhm.
20 to hit, 5 bludgeoning damage.
Yep. Okay.
Is it weird that you guys are having more trouble with animated books than a Bailoff?
Just a
No.
little bit.
Okay.
We love knowledge. Why would we destroy books? We can always kill a beast.
Top of the round, seeing where this is going and being the classic cat manifestation, the the tresium will just descend, land on your shoulder, Evelyn, and just go, "Good, keep running."
Like taking orders from a cat, but
Well, it's your turn.
Theon. Buddy. Pal.
Yeah.
Well,
mm,
I'm gonna just do a kind of look back and shoot a fireball at the books that are attacking Theon as I'm like kind of jogging away.
Go for it.
Oh, 9. Oops, yeah, take the 9. They miss.
Yes, unfortunately, a 9 misses.
I mean, a 7 misses too, but hey.
Hmm.
I'm like, sorry, I tried. And I'm gonna keep running away, down, out.
Yeah.
And I kind of...
She tried.
I tried. I'm gonna stop here, kind of look left and right. Wait, I'm gonna go like this. I go stop
Hey,
here,
kitty.
look left and right, and then head towards the door there. With the Trident on my shoulder.
Yep. Following along with you. Theon, as you're being accosted by books, you see that the Evelyn stray shot has set the bookcase next to you on fire.
Okay,
Oops. Sorry.
that's okay. What's the ground made out of? Stone, right?
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Ravane is going to turn around and go, "Oh boy, not this again!" Cast Sacred Flame on the books attacking you. Deck save. 11. Insufficient. Damage from Ravane on a Sacred Flame. Wabam, it's 7. The books only had 6 hit points. The books are dead.
Good.
They burn up. He brings his whirling pizza to bear against the bookcase. Oh god.
Flashing
Sacred
lights, can't
Flame
say
as a
before.
cantrip doesn't do half damage.
What now?
Wireless.
No. The books failed their save, so the damage went through.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
All good. And then Ravane crit with his spiritual weapon
Nice.
and dealt 17 points of damage to the bookcase. I'm just gonna tell you this: the bookcase has 1 hit point.
Oh man.
Well,
I think it's very apt that Cortinari should be the one to finish off this bookcase. So, Ravane, seeing the room clear out, is going to keep on running, and just as he goes, said to Cortinari, "You've got this, right?"
yeah. It's primal savagery.
That's gonna hit. How do you want to dismantle this bookcase?
So, I know it's
Excuse
not
me.
technically allowed, but can I combine primal savagery with a little bit of decompose? So as I strike it with the acid, tiny little mushrooms start to grow out of the bookshelves.
I love the flavor. You, like, conjure a pair of claws, rake down the front of the bookshelf, and in the, like, carved acidic grooves you make through the books and the shelves, mushrooms begin to propagate, and then all of the top sections of the bookshelf kind of just, like, split, and it goes... and is dead.
Is it flickering enough?
Kind of like looks just like you have a broken light. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
It was supposed to be like candlelight.
Now,
You need to put like a little yellow like something on it.
now,
Does it
That'll work really
change the color?
now, technically, we are now out of initiative. However, the library is on fire.
Haha.
Oh, that's easy. I start casting Mold Earth to put out flames.
Okay. Yeah. There's been enough plant growth in here that the part of the stone's been broken enough to form like silt and stuff. So you just run back in, like move your hand across the surface, pull up like a ball of dirt, and start slapping it on the fire.
Yeah, and if it completely fails within about 2 rounds, I'm dashing out the door, but I'm going to give it 2 rounds of mold earth to see if I can do something with this.
I think with that tactic would work to extinguish this fire over here that's just started. This shelf is a goner. It's a wash. That's just done. Just allow it to burn out is your mentality. But you probably can save this one over here that's just started to catch.
Yep. I run out the door.
Okay. I assume everybody else is going to follow suit as fire begins to billow from this chamber.
Good to me.
Okay. Everybody
I'm fighting all of that. Like,
beats feet, runs away, and makes their way outside.
Get the heck out of there.
So, once everybody crawls
Absolute heck.
through the entrance and are now outside and clear, standing in the dark night air, what you gonna do?
I kind of keel over and cough and splutter a bit of smoke out.
Okay.
I immediately say, because I've still got speak with animal.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still Evelyn? To the cat.
The
I
cat.
look at the sorry.
The cat looks up and says, "Of sorts."
Of
I look
sorts.
I look at them and I go, "You have some explaining to do."
To the cat.
Yeah, to the cat. You can tell me about it later, but I'd love to know what just happened.
Well, the cat just looks up and says, "Well, you are me, and I am you."
Evelyn just shrugs. Seems simple enough.
When you were a child, you had something done to you. It caused something to occur, and as you developed certain traits to survive where you were, and discarded the rest. That's me.
DM, I'm not going to interrupt conversation, but during conversation, I collapse and I start casting Detect Magic as a ritual.
Okay, so you are just like on the ground being all like, "This is weird," and start ritual casting it. Cool.
Huh. Do you know what happened
Yes.
when I was a child?
Well, no. I didn't exist for that. But I'm the one who killed your master and your mistress.
I'm sorry, what?
And I hear all this, don't I?
Yep. They were horrible
Does
people.
everyone else hear it?
She kind of like grabs the cat and just like holds it in front of her. She's like, "You're not just a normal cat, are you?"
Of course not. I am you, and you are me.
I kind of look at good Theon. I'm like, "Can you understand it?" I like put it back
Yep.
on my other shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I understood all of that, and actually, do I trust this cat? Do I just
Make an insight check.
like? Am I just going to blindly go? Yep, yeah, it feels good to me. My gut telling me that seems good.
You don't detect any hint of deception from this cat. It is speaking very plainly and honestly, and is speaking with absolutely no remorse whatsoever. It's just like, yeah, I killed them. So what?
I realize I realize I'm still. Wait, you killed them or I killed them?
Well, you were distracted by something, so I stepped in.
What was I distracted by?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
And I interject and say, why were there what made the mistress and master so evil? What was bad about them? Why do they
Evelyn.
deserve to die?
Evelyn kind of shrinks in on herself.
They were.
Although, would Evelyn understand me saying that? Because I'm saying that speaking in animal.
That's
Wait,
that's weird.
am I understanding?
That's a
in
really
animal?
good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, actually. So Evelyn, you can't hear the questions being
Damn it.
posed by the cat. So the cat,
Poop.
the Tresium says, they were not good people. They mistreated and overworked all of their staff, including Evelyn.
At that point, Evelyn kind of shrinks in on herself.
So then I go, well, I seem to feel like I should trust you, and you have Evelyn's best interest at heart. Yeah, I will back you up on that then.
Yes.
It sounds like you did the right thing.
And I know what we must do.
Okay, I am all ears. What shall we do?
Evelyn, we must
What to
return.
next?
Evelyn, we must return to home. You,
She
sorry?
says plainly. I don't have a home anymore. She says plainly and like flatly.
Fine. We must return.
Her home is with us now.
We must return to the high city of Thraben on the plain of Innistrad. We have scores that need settling, and to speak to the church that did this to us.
Even kind of hunches, and then she realizes she's bleeding like a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and then kind of goes pale. She's like, "I think I need to sit down," and her legs get a little wobbly, and she like kind of like walks over to the wall and like leans on it. Poor thing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So, Theon, what do you think?
I'm okay with going back to Innistrad and proceeding further, but I feel like we still have much to explore and find out about this plane that we're in currently, because we don't know where we are.
I just hear blah 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 blah. Innistrad, and I like flinch.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Meow 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 meow
Meow,
meow
meow.
meow 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 meow
Innistrad, meow, meow, meow.
Meow meow meow.
meow 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 meow.
You hear from the Tresium. Well, good news. In my piloting of Evelyn and my research in that library, I learned the name of this place.
Tell us further.
I look at Courtnari and I'm like, I think my little friend here knows where we are.
This plane is called Chandelier.
I look at
Where's the...
Courtnari, I'm like, apparently it's called Chandelier? Does that sound familiar to you at all?
I had 10 minutes to do a ritual yet.
You are getting close.
I'm still muted.
Chandelier.
So like,
He's doing a thing.
Yeah,
We'll fill him in
Chandelier.
later.
Chandelier.
Okay.
It's a weird plane, but it's where you are.
Yeah. Okay.
What did you
We're in
read?
Chandelier.
What did you read in those books? And why do I have... And then I open my hand and there's a pin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why do I have this? And what happened? A knife.
They are one and the same.
Let me just read the item.
you can
Is it
like
just at will?
yeah, like you can just force it to change back and forth between a needle and a dagger whenever you want.
Speak its command word.
That's pretty cool.
Rory, what's its command word?
I'd say it's
Abracadabra.
Come here.
I think I know. Its command word is
Boogity boogity.
it has
Yip yip.
has probably been modified by
What would the cat make the command word be?
the command word is lever. So Leiva, which is the surname
Lever.
of the noble family you served.
On
do I just know it by holding it that that's the word?
You are attuned to it, so you know the word.
Damn. Hang on. Fuck that. Yeah.
That's
Give me a long enough lever and I will move the world.
Oops! Oh no.
Leiva.
Yep.
Lever. Ich liebe dich. It's German. Ich liebe
Yeah.
dich is German Farbentrip. But I look at it and I kind of go, lever. And it goes, swink. I'm like, oh, great. I should
pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
say it again and it goes, do a little pin. And then I like, stick it.
Yeah.
And then I like slash against the wall and I like slide down to the ground.
Vertresium says, "We should probably return to your camp and rest."
I look at
That
it
would
and I'm like,
be-
are you gonna lead me astray again?
Stray, that's funny.
Away? Are you going to lead me away again?
No.
Good.
and
I have
if
achieved
you do, can you?
all my
If you
objectives.
do, can you give us a heads up next time so we know she's safe?
She was always
Don't
safe with
Jump,
me.
Don't jump into my body without me knowing. I don't like that. It's a startle.
I make you no promises.
It scares me. She says very quietly, it scares me.
Kortnari, you have finished your ritual.
Sweet. What magic do I detect pouring off this weird winged cat?
This cat is
All of it.
This cat is absolutely a familiar. So it reads as hang on. I'm just gonna check the spell find familiar. So with find familiar you can detect if something is magical and the school of magic. So this familiar is that of conjuration. The Tresium is a conjured being. It has some fey vibes coming from it.
I taste hints of fae. I taste hints of cat.
Yeah,
I
but
taste hints of bird, cat, man.
I'd say there's something else that you detect with your detect magic. Normally, it's not one of the listed schools, but because of your tampering with soul magic, you can detect just a whiff of something to do with a soul entangled with this conjuration magic.
And a binding. Attaching a fae to a human, I will assume. Just from the taste. I have no solid leads. I do it all through the taste of the air and the smell. So,
I'm going like kind of like droopier by the second because I was woken up halfway through my nap and I've like run out of a lot of HP and I'm still bleeding from my arms, I presume.
Yeah. Well,
And I kinda
it's drying up, but yes.
It's a bit crusty. I was stabbed by
Yes.
myself. And I look at Courtney. I'm like, oh, by the way, apparently the plane we're on is called
Chandelier.
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 and you just
Chandelier.
gained another 4 HP.
Who?
You.
You.
Oh, thank goodness. Take a deep breath.
You say chandelier.
Hmm.
And spell slots being little. Let us burn them.
Oh. Wait, what? What are we burning?
For this,
It's
Wait.
I don't know how much knowledge I know or my character knows, but I know magic works good here.
yes.
What?
Magic
What's-
is magic feels very easy on Chandelier. And
So I use my spell slots. You 4 more hit points for you?
yeah,
Who needs more?
Yeah.
We could maybe do more.
Yeah. As Cortnari comments about magic being easy, the Tresium says, "Yes, it is. That's why I was able to hit, hitch a ride while you were sleeping."
That's so
Should
creepy.
we study this more and potentially hone our skills before we go to Innistrad? In Cat,
You could,
but
you,
Innistrad was in common.
you could if you wished, but uh, as you've seen already, this place seems rather dangerous, and you don't appear to be near any current civilization.
Hmm. They have a point.
Do have a point.
I have been watching for a
Well-
while. You've spent a lot of time roughing it, though Innistrad is dangerous. The, the high the high city of Thraben is delightful.
What now? Do you feel like you've found all you want to find, or do you want to keep exploring?
There is one who here who finds me repulsive and finds me stealing their ideas, or they say I stole them. I don't think it was stealing. I just copied their books. I saw what they wrote. I wrote down my own, and then I made my own. Is that stealing? Is that? We want to leave here if we want to leave Kirkesh behind. That is the best idea.
Is that the first time I've heard the name Kokesh?
Yes,
Do I realize it's a name?
it sounds like a name in that context.
Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't question it. Oh,
You all saw me leave myself. The longer we stay here, the more likely that is to happen.
I like look back towards the dimly lit entrance.
Unsettles me being in there now. Before it wasn't so bad, but now I don't think.
And then I move back to common and say I wouldn't mind exploring this more and potentially finding people that could help our cause. But I do understand that we might want to try that in a safer place. We
No.
could go back into the catacombs. Because is there anything left in there now?
I don't think Fortnite wants to.
Yeah, Fortnite is very apprehensive about that shit. Sorry for the weird acting.
No, it's perfect.
I think what we need to do, and if I can in any way get people to lock hands, I want to drag them to Innistrad with me.
Ugh, gross.
Okay. Well, do you have a mental recollection of the plane of Innistrad?
I've been within 5 foot of Evelyn for a long
somebody
time.
has.
Yes, but she has to volunteer the memories
Oh,
and the
Oh.
sensation. So
Yeah,
if
it's
you want,
not a
That's
fun
right.
so
Damn.
if you
Yep.
if you want to use her experience on Innistrad to go there, she has to volunteer the memories and feel
just-
of being there.
You just dump
Would
us in
I-
the middle of this mansion.
Yeah.
Ah!
Would I have flown past there in my...
Well, if we want to go to
not
Innistrad,
on our list.
Actually, yes.
I might know a safe place we can go. We can land,
Yeah?
rather.
From what she says of scary castles and darkened skies and various beasts of the night, I aim for that land to pull us as far away from Kirkesh as goddamn possible.
So
Like,
so you are aiming at like a general generic idea of Innistrad, because
Yep.
you just saw like pieces of scenery and general things like that, like pieces of landscape, and you're aiming for that. Now,
Yep.
now bear in mind that currently all four of you have to have a certain amount of cooperation when you try to planeswalk. So you are basically trying to connect to your Mind Stone fragment and are just giving everybody this recollection of Innistrad and just saying, "All right, let's go." So how do the rest of you feel about this? Are you prepared to go along with it?
Evelyn's grumpy but understands his frame of
Wanting to get away
mind
from
and his
here.
intent and a want to get away from here. So she
Yeah.
cooperates, but she kind of like puts in bits and pieces of places she knows are safe in Innistrad.
Okay. So, so you kind of add some spices of elsewhere, and as the four of you lock hands, Ravain says, "Yeah, this place sucks. Let's go." And
Oh yeah.
all four of you lock hands, focus, and disappear in a poof of energy. You are hurtling through the blind eternities, making your way towards Innistrad, and after a harrowing few moments, the four of you impact the ground and touch down.
Before we impact the ground,
Yeah?
I would like to be looking around at all the planes I'm going past.
Okay.
please.
I do not currently have my handy dandy map of the multiverse, but I will tell you the planes you pass once I'm home and have that available to me. Or like
Sounds good.
I'll find the picture later and I'll inform you of the
That's
places
alright.
you pass. But just make me
Cool.
a perception check to see how well you're taking your surroundings as you whiz by.
30, 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, you
Nice.
probably glean some new information. I will inform you of that once I have the information at hand. So,
Awesome.
you hurtle through the area. I'm wondering if there's a delightful musical cue I can... Oh, you know what? Hang on. Wait a sec. No. Anyway, it's fine. So, the four of you impact onto a dirty, muddy road. You kind of panic and look around. There is a very large moon hanging high in the sky. And Evelyn, you immediately recognize that that currently it's winter.
Arr.
Okay.
Your personal experiences from this place is that winter is the longest season of them all. There are only 3 seasons on Innistrad. Winter is by far the longest, and it lasts about 6 months of the year. The sun the sun only barely pokes up above the horizon during winter. So, no, cat, stop.
Kitty.
So, the you know how like when the sun rises and like you can just see the top of it poking up and out. It does that, and then just goes back down again.
So it's like Sweden.
And the moon is dominant in the sky in the sky most of the time. Winter is basically the favorite time of year of werewolves and things like that, which you would know. And as you kind of catch your breath and look around and go, you look up, and as your eyes begin to focus, all four of you can now see that you are sitting not like maybe like half a mile away from a great city. It has high, heavily fortified walls. You can see inside and beyond grand towers and structures, all very gothic in their design. And towards the center of it, you can see a grand cathedral. This place seems damaged from things that have occurred in the previous year, but construction is underway to get this place bolstered and functional as quickly as possible. And now, the four of you are standing on the plain of Innistrad in the depths of winter, feeling very, very, very cold in your current attire, standing not far from the high city of Thraben. In theory, the safest place on the entire plain. And that is where we are...
I am
Yep.
apologizing to you guys now because apparently I'm going to be playing very selfishly now while we're here.
That's fine.
And that is where we are going to end tonight's session because we've run an hour overtime, but I don't care because you're on Innistrad now!
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, bring on the
No.
ball.
Bring on the misery.
Oh,
It's a horrible
Fighting through
place.
the cat battle was great.
it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
It was so good. That's not at all what I expected. I
Spot
got a
on.
new bracelet out of it. I got a new pet. I got some couple of more tattoos, couple more scars.
Yes, Kim.
Some more trauma.
Kim, please add to your your ritual spell book, Unseen Servant and Detect Magic.
Yes. Manage spells. Add spells.
Want to find out if she has Find
Unseen
Familiar.
servant.
Yeah, she has Find Familiar.
And what was it? Unseen servant and detect magic.
Unseen Servant and Detect Magic are now both in your in your ritual arms.
I'm gonna run out of room.
So now the tattoos kind of go up to about halfway up your upper arm.
I need to draw this so badly.
Because you have a morally ambiguous Tresium companion and badass tattoos up your arms.
A morally ambiguous Tresium. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
What do you mean morally ambiguous? They're clearly self-serving. So they're like
Ambiguous.
neutral something.
Fair enough. So, what we're going to do is call it for this evening, because it's been a 3-hour game, but it's been a really good one. I do apologize for the struggles that occurred with engaging in combat with books and furniture, but it was a fun fight.
So good. So good.
So good.
Okay,
I
so
think I've lost track as well of everything that he did, but I might have got him, but that's alright.
everything's okay. So, so now we are going to say good night, and we'll return
Alright.
in 2 weeks' time for more Magic the Gathering based shenanigans. Kim, I have your Innistrad cheat sheet partially assembled, and now that you are here, I will finish it and get it to you in time to actually study it before the game, because there's plenty of information that you should know about this place.
Sure is.
So for now, we're going to say fairly well, and
Thank you, friends, for joining the stream. If anybody
Thank
actually joined us,
you.
appreciate it.
we had some people dropping in during the game. It was nice.
Popping.
So-
That's all good.
So, fairly well, everybody. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time.
Bye,
Love you
friends.
guys.
Bye.
Bye. Mwah.